Our next Titan is Tim Sylvester. He is the founder and executive director of X Academy. Tim Sylvester is a full-time engineer at Joby and the leader of a nonprofit organization supporting students in robotics, engineering, and design. He has empowered countless young minds to explore and innovate in those fields. His co-founding of Math Circles for Students further showcases his commitment to fostering critical thinking and problem-solving skills. By developing robotics clubs in Santa Cruz and Watsonville and partnering with FarmNG, Tim has helped students build projects like the Amiga Farm Robot, bridging the gap between education and real-world application. Tim Sylvester, congratulations. Come on up.
All right. Thank you, everyone. I first want to thank my wife, Barbara. She should be up here with this award, too, because this is a group effort. And also our friend, Tim Matson. Tim, raise your hand. The other Tim in the group. Anyway. So my journey to becoming an engineer started on Christmas Day when I was 6 years old. My grandfather, a mechanic, gave me my first toolbox. My grandfather didn't have a lot of money, so he took an old fishing tackle box, painted it blue, filled it up with a bunch of used tools, and that was my Christmas present. It is my favorite Christmas present, and I still have it 55 years later. It's in our garage. My grandfather gave me something more valuable. He gave me his time. Every summer, we'd go up there for a couple weeks and hang out with my grandfather, and all day long we'd be in his shop, and he would point to the tools and say, there's a toolbox over there, there's an old lawnmower motor, take it apart. I'd take it apart, learn about tools, help him fix cars, and ask him a million questions about what's there, and he patiently answered all of them. In school, I loved math and science and had a bunch of great mentors. Mr. Fikema, Mr. Bricken, Mr. Hirschman, Dr. Caldwell, Mr. Criswell. They all helped me in middle school, high school, and college, and eventually got an internship, which eventually led to my first job in the tech world. I was a computer engineer in Iowa State, worked for a government research lab, and then it just kept going. And then over the last 30 years, I've worked in Silicon Valley at great companies like Cisco, Facebook, Netflix, Google, and now Joby. All right. 10 years ago, Barbara and I founded the X Academy for STEM enrichment programs like our son, Andrew. Andrew loved math, and so we started a thing called a Math Circle. There are dozens of math circles in Silicon Valley, and what it is math professionals, teachers, college professors, engineers, anybody with expertise in math will teach kids interesting topics in math that they won't normally see in school. And so we've been running the Santa Cruz Math Circle for 10 years now at Cabrillo on Saturday mornings, and over 400 students have participated in the program out there. So about 5 years ago, in fall of 2020, during the pandemic, my son Andrew and his buddies wanted to compete in the MATE underwater robotics team. So we started a team with 10 of his friends, and we built robots in our driveway. We'd wheel out a bench out of our garage, and we were building robots on our driveway and ordering pizza from Woodstock Pizza. I spent $1,000 at Woodstock that year. So they're a sponsor this year. Now we get some free pizza. So, pardon? Yeah. So anyway, so the team did great. The next 2 years, we rent space in Harvey West, and we have a 1,600 square foot makerspace in Harvey West. We bought a 3D printer, got a laser cutter donated from Netflix, and the team it did pretty well. Their third year, they qualified for the World Championship and placed 5th that year. Right there. And that year was Andrew's senior year. And so Barbara and I are going, this is a lot of work and a lot of money, so maybe we'll wind it down. But I had a chance meeting with Heather Weingut from the Santa Cruz County Office of Education and said I had to do some robotic stuffing. She says, wait, you've got to talk to Ferris Sabah, the superintendent of the County Office of Education. And within 3 months, we worked with Ferris, Jason, who's here somewhere, right there, who's the CTIO of the County Office of Education, and Heather and Elizabeth Shaw. And they offer tremendous support, both financial and just any kind of support you wanted. And so we created a team. We went from like 20 people in our program to 52 with a bunch of kids in Watsonville. And that was last school year. And this past summer, the team went to the Worlds again and got 3rd place. So they're moving up. One of the things we found in Watsonville is we'd meet on Saturdays, and many of our kids dropped out. Kids we were hoping would stay in the program because of family obligations or work obligations or sports. So I went to Jason and said, "Hey, I'll do it after school." And he said, "No, that's not going to work. You'll have the same problem." And then he goes, "But you can teach." And I go, before I could say no, Jason found a 3-hour block on Wednesday mornings for me to teach. And now I am a teacher at Sequoia School on Wednesday mornings for 3 hours, and I have 10 kids there. And I need to thank my boss, John Greco from Joby right there, who allowed me to do that. So let me talk about the students. Anyway, so this year we have over 80 kids in the program. We have 3 teams. These students are amazing, and there's a few of them here. And let me tell you some stories about it. One of them's in my class is Carlos. Carlos is this big, tall kid, and he's always on time, his first one in class, but he's super quiet. And I thought he was just mad and angry and all this stuff, but he's just quiet. And now it's like over the last semester, he's opened up, he's really excited to build it, and today we made him the CEO of the team down in Watsonville. Right there. Another one of our great students is Bennett. He's back there. Raise your hand, Bennett. You can call hey, come on up. All right. Why don't we have Bennett and any of the students on the team? I know we have Bennett and Nate and Matt. Come on up.
Bring them up.
Come on up. Yeah, come on up. They are amazing. Bennett started out as this shy engineering kid. I loved it. And he's still kind of shy, but he's a lot better. But Bennett's brilliant, and he would design everything and build everything if we let him. but we have 80 kids, so we got to share the work. So. But Bennett, if Tina's here, right? So Joby, if we could hire high school interns, I'd hire Bennett right now. Bennett wants to go to Germany and where his parents are from and to school to be an aerospace engineer. And hopefully he'll come back and work at Joby when he's done with that. Awesome. And Matt and Nate here, these two guys, they are awesome. And I'm glad they have name tags because I can never tell them apart. Last year we had 2 sets of twins. But they're great as well, and they worked on it, and we had a great time at Worlds. And we have Uriel, who's not here, and Sophia. There's other great students out there. Let me wrap up here.
Stay up there.
Yes. Yeah. So
You in the picture.
So one of the things is, and then they have to do a presentation, and they're a lot better than I am, and I'm definitely not as good as the funny economics professor. I was was like, who would have thought the funniest guy ever was a econ professor? I don't know. Should go on the Daily Show. So I want to thank Jason from the COE, and I think Ferris said that if we win first, you're going to buy us a boat, right? No, wait. That's what I'm going to tell Ferris that you said. Tim Maxson, definitely need to thank Tim. He's the other Tim. My final parting wisdom is you should all give back to your community with your time. We all write checks in December, but I think the most valuable thing you can give to a young person is your time. These guys, I don't know, they might have learned some things from me, like my fantastic people skills, right? And then for kids who want to be an engineer, build something. It doesn't matter. It's a computer, a robot, a rocket, a fort, a table, anything. Some of the best engineers I know, like not only are they intellectually smart, but they also have hobbies where they actually physically build things, build something. Thank you to Santa Cruz Works and Doug Erickson. Doug has been super supportive of the students. We are invited to all kinds of Santa Cruz Works events, and we really appreciate that, and thank you for this award.